favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Patrick Kozlowski? Alibi? Okay.
Someone walking in the building.
Okay, I'm looking.
Are we early? Maybe
No,
here early.
6 o'clock. This isn't-
6 o'clock.
John Mekowski? Okay, you know why you're here?
Yes, an incident at my location.
Okay, I think it was, the problem once again, I think was the intoxication plus. Who's the bartender there?
The bartender that was working was Jimmy.
James,
Yeah, James Champion. Yes.
Champion?
and he's the guy that didn't want to call the police.
He didn't call. No, he didn't call the police. There was some people. One of the persons said, "Don't call the police." And I think it was the girl that was with the girl that was struck, and he just wanted to defuse the situation and get everyone out of the building. So
Well, like we tell everybody always, we'd rather have the police handle that than yourselves, because if it happens with yourself, it can blow out of proportion. And how long were those people in there drinking? Do you know?
the people there,
Yeah, the people that.
they weren't there
Two
long.
started.
Two.
Both people weren't there long.
Is anybody else?
Yeah. Mr. Chair,
Alderman Weigel.
I didn't get page 3 of this police report. The police report I have is, I got page 205, and it goes to
I
page
think it was out of,
405.
I think it was out of order, wasn't it?
It was scanned funny. I think I printed that copy.
No, it's backwards. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, I guess I did see that. It just was out of order. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Alderman May.
I would just say I don't think I've ever seen a problem spill out into the street or anything. Obviously, it's a poor decision on behalf of Jenny, I guess, to be
Absolutely.
striking another individual. Is she still employed there?
She is employed. She was disciplined, and she's got one more strike against her, and then
Yeah.
she would be terminated. But
Okay,
right now, she is employed with us. Yes.
okay.
Any further discussion on this?
Move to place on file?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Yeah, thank you, Ken. Keep an eye on that stuff.
Thank you.
Let's see. Jair from Riverbend Liquor. Did I get your name right?
Cigar.
Jagar, okay.
Almost.
I said, gee, yeah, it's the guy. Okay, I suppose I was wrong. Okay. You broke our streak, by the way. We've been sending these people in, and everybody's been watching it, and then you sell.
Yes, I did.
Well, yeah, it was you personally, wasn't
That's
it?
a mistake. It was me.
And you just didn't ask. Why didn't you ask?
Somehow I got distracted. She put this stuff. I was gonna ask for it, and she asked for stuff that it wasn't on the counter, so I started looking for that, and I totally missed it on that page.
Well, can't do that because we're going to be there again.
I'm really sorry.
And,
we'll make sure that will never
yeah.
happen again.
If it happens again, we're going to be looking to take away that license. Anybody else have anything?
Just, Mr. Chair,
Alderman May.
just a reminder, just card everybody.
That's-
Whether
that's
they're
what we will be
60,
doing.
whether they,
That's
whatever
what we
age,
will be doing it.
everyone.
And we are thinking to put in the register, every time we scan it, we'll ask for ID and put the date and stuff.
That would be good.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, you have a motion?
Really sorry.
Move to place on file.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Thank
Motion
you.
carries. Gonzalez? I specifically remember when you, I think that's your mother, was sitting here for the license, we said we do these sting operations, not really that sting operation, compliance check. And I said, so card everybody. you know, if there are any questions, you card somebody. And here it is. How long have you been in business?
Couple months now, maybe
Yeah,
5 or
and-
6.
And you already got one here. Don't let it happen again. You won't be able to sell alcohol there. Anybody else have anything?
Mr. Chair.
All in me.
Same thing, always check the IDs, just check for everybody. You know, we've sent in people who are 20 years old with a beard and they look older. And technically they're not 21, so just always check.
Will do.
Yeah, that's all I see. Pick and save. I go, no, they're gonna card me, so just play it safe. So do I have a motion?
Move to
Place
place
on
on
file,
file.
Mr. Chair.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Careful.
Will do.
Thank you.
Joshua Bascom? That was pretty close enough.
You are very close. Josh
Uh-huh.
Bascom
Yeah.
from North Highmount. Are you here?
Okay, Patrick, did Patrick come in?
Yeah.
Yeah, come up front. Okay, you know why you're here?
I do.
Well, you read the police report, you know it, but there's a couple of things in there. First of all, that he's sitting there drinking a while and, you know, obviously intoxicated. He did a very stupid, dangerous thing. But just the fact that he was sitting there for that amount of time, you know, is the.
Well, the thing is that he left the bar. He forgot his phone there, and he came back an hour later. He didn't go into the bar and do any more drinking. He just came to get his phone, and that's when he pulled this.
Yeah,
So I'm not sure where he was for that hour when he left.
well, he said, what did he have, 6 to 8 or something? It said 6 to 8 beers in a 4-hour period. I don't know if that's a lot or not. So, but gotta watch those things, you know, and how much
course.
people drink. So,
Yeah, he's not coming back in there after that. So
yeah, drinking that much and then trying to play a game like that,
Yeah.
could have lost
driving on
control
the
very
sidewalk,
easily.
it's crazy.
Anybody else have anything?
Mr. Chair?
Alden Weigel?
The car was pulled up on the sidewalk on the south side of your building with that giant window there. And the bartender didn't see it?
I think
Everybody was
she
just
did.
like freaked out.
She did see it, but by the time she got out there,
He'd
the
pulled.
cops saw him already.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Mr. Chair.
Alden May.
And the reason I asked for this to come in is 'cause 6 to 8 drinks within a 2-hour period. He's definitely drunk. I think
Yeah.
once you're past
It was a 4-hour though.
the 4 hours, 6 to 8 within a 4-hour period, sorry.
he had an OWI, right?
They
Yeah,
gave
you
him
got
the
it.
OWI, yes.
Yeah.
Well,
They tested him and he gave him the OWI, correct.
He's definitely drink. 0.08, 0.04 is considered impaired. 0.08 is
Yeah.
definitely.
And my bartender, I talked to her about that too. You know,
Point 113.
gotta keep an eye on that,
So just like the reason it was more just to remind you that, you know,
of course.
it's barkeep. It's the barkeep's job to make sure, of
Right.
course, people are of the right mind.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it's hard to tell sometimes, you know,
Right.
and everything, so.
And a lot of people come in from other bars.
You
and
come
you don't
from other
know.
bars and you don't know the other side. Do I have a motion?
Would place it in file.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Annette Harris. Annette Harris.
No, she's not here, and she did work for me, and
Wait a
she
minute,
was,
wait a minute. I didn't call you up here.
oh, I'm sorry, Remedy.
Right, I know you are, but I mean, this is for her license here.
I know, I'm here
And
for
so-
that,
You're here,
for that.
well, she was called in.
I
You're
know
here-
that.
You're here representing her?
No, I'm here to object to it. She's
Well-
already, okay,
In order to speak at a committee meeting, you have to call me ahead of time, let me know that you're
I
gonna
didn't
speak.
know that.
Plus, we're not gonna sit here and listen to arguments going back and forth, cause I'm sure she can say things, you know, about otherwise, so
she no
we're
longer
not going
works there.
to, she's not here.
Mr. Chair,
Alden Weigel.
I'd move for denial based on the record.
Well, I'm gonna wait till the end,
Oh, okay.
That's all I
In
do.
case she shows up.
in case she shows up, yeah. Okay, Devon Baker? Okay. And This is a new license. You don't know where you're going yet?
Yes, I do know where I'm going.
Okay, where's that gonna be?
Booster Sports Bar on
Oh, okay.
73rd and Beecher.
Okay. Um, okay, when it says, have ever been ticketed, arrested, convicted, or fined, put yes and you put one thing down. And we go, police report, we have a whole list of things here. You have some for 2001 all the way up to 2006. Possession of THC, convicted in Langley County, and both they're probably the same thing in 2006. Those are the things that we worry about. Now,
Mhm.
granted, it was 10 years ago, but still, 11 years ago. But still, those are the things we look at. Those are the things that we went and written down. I don't. Why didn't you write that down?
I totally forgot about them. I put the big main one on there, and the rest of them I totally forgot. And then someone told me about CCAP, and I checked my name on CCAP, and I realized all of those were on there. I should have called and redid the application and everything, but I totally just did not remember any of them. I did pay the fines for them, and I don't do it anymore at all whatsoever. I've grown up since then.
Yeah, you said, you just put down the big one. To me, this is a bigger one because a lot of drugs are passed in bars, and that's why that's so important that, if you're using, are you selling in bars or whatever, so. Anybody else have anything?
Mr. Chair,
Alderman Weigl.
if I could, so on this possession of THC, apparently you had a Schedule 1 and 2 narcotic dismissed
Yes.
as part of that.
Yes.
What was the penalty?
For the narcotic,
Well, that was dismissed.
That
What was
was
the
dismissed.
possession for the what was the penalty for the THC?
I had to pay the ticket,
And how much was that?
$329.
Okay, and there was no time or anything?
Nope, there was no time. I paid the ticket that same day.
Mr. Chair.
Alderman May.
These are older, 11 years and
Mhm.
older. Judging by the birth date, you were probably in your early 20s when
Yes.
you're doing this. There's a
Yes.
gap of 11 years with nothing. What changed your ways, I guess?
I grew up.
Yeah.
I have children, and that's not the way to go when you have children at all. I grew up and got away from it, got out of Langley County, and I reside here in Milwaukee. Been in the same relationship for 10 years and haven't done it since.
Mr. Chair,
Alderman Roach.
question for city attorney. Help me out again. I always forget, what is uttering?
It's you attempted to issue or issued a check or forged a check that you tried to cash or utter or use someplace.
Okay.
It's the act of using a check essentially, or attempting to.
Okay, forgery, okay.
Okay, do I have a motion?
I'll move for approval.
Second.
Is there any further discussion?
One more question.
Alderman Weigl.
You don't have a regular driver's license right now, you have an instructional permit?
Correct.
Is that, and remind me what the limits on the instruction permit are.
In order for me to be driving with someone, the person has to hold a license up to 3 years. I can't have.
So you can't drive a car by yourself right now?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
No, I cannot.
How'd you get here today?
My boss.
Okay. And that's how you're gonna be getting, I guess it's not really a long way, but,
No, I will either be taking Uber or my boss will be picking me up.
okay,
That will be going to work and coming home
Going back.
from work. Absolutely.
okay.
Any further discussion?
Mr. Chair.
Alderman May.
I'd ask Mr. Weigel to give his speech that he gives at all
Oh.
bartenders because it's excellent. He
Well,
gives it
I'm
every
not gonna
time.
be here forever, somebody else can practice.
Well, I'm trying to learn it. It's taking some time.
You're not.
I'm trying to memorize it.
I'm just
got
passing on the
3 years
knowledge to the next generation. So we expect our bartenders to be partners with us in solving problems, okay? You were sitting here, we called another bar owner in because people just get overserved.
Yes, sir.
You know the law, you can't
Yes, sir.
serve somebody that you think is drunk.
Absolutely.
When there is a problem, we want you to call the police, And when the police show up, we want you to be helpful. We don't want any of this, oh, I didn't see anything, I think the guy was this. We want you to, you know, left in a blue car, or I have his credit card slip right here, here's his name, or whatever you can do to be helpful to solve problems. We're
Yes,
trying
sir.
to turn things around in the city. You probably saw we had some cigarette vendors in here. We do that to alcohol also. Well, that was all alcohol.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
use
those liquor
alcohol.
stores. But we do that at bars too.
Okay.
So there will be an occasion when somebody not 21 will be in there under the direction of the police department trying to buy something.
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
not in your lifetime or mine, but again, we expect you to be part of the solution, not part of the problem.
Yes, sir.
Is there a motion and a second? Well, any further discussion? If there's a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you
Goes fine.
very much.
Well,
So
goes the fir-
tonight's license,
Right.
tonight's action will go to the next council meeting, which is next week Tuesday. And if it gets acted on favorably there, then your license will be available for pickup the next day, Wednesday, in the clerk's office where you applied for, or if you don't get there before, say, 2 o'clock, it'll go in the mail and be mailed to your address of record.
Can I still bartend now?
You do not have a license as of right now.
As of right now.
Until the council acts on it and you have it in your possession, you don't have a license.
All right, thank you very much.
Serena Robinson? Serena Robinson? Dylan? Dylan?
Is it Woodbridge?
Yep,
Okay.
you say so. Okay. Okay. Another new license. Remedy, okay. Just trying to read what you wrote on the list.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, once again, we have, you know, we wrote down, you know, about, have you ever been ticketed, convicted, and
Yes.
everything?
Mhm. I
And,
think I put my restraining order in there and, traffic tickets, I think.
this 2007, possession of marijuana.
That was, I took, if I can explain it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I took the blame for a roommate I was living with.
Another roommate who's got another person who has a roommate will take the blame.
Here it is.
And when the person
You're out of
called,
order.
there was an informant that was there. They called and said that it was in fact his, so I got reduced to an obstruction.
And obstructing an officer?
Yeah, obstruction. Well, to lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it was, I took the blame for his, because he was already in a lot of trouble. I felt bad. I was dumb. I thought he was my friend, and I took the blame.
Okay, that was back in '07, and that stuff was dismissed. Okay, did you hear everything that they said here today? Well, you know, make sure you card
yeah.
everybody.
Oh yes.
We
yes.
don't have you here.
Yes, and I've never had an incident bartending with carding people before. When I was at Scotty's, I didn't ever have anybody, no problems.
Okay, does anybody else have anything?
Mr. Chair,
Alden Weigel?
were you at Scotty's on Highway 100?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
But you didn't have a license there?
No,
You
Scotty
just-
was just always there
yeah,
with
always
me,
there,
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
at the bar, but yeah.
Do I have a motion?
Move for approval.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Danielle. We're on first name basis here.
Go any further, I'm not renewing the license, that's the paperwork. I'm not gonna renew.
Okay, Nick?
So, at this point, I mean, that's one thing, and if everybody has the option to petition or request the court to give up their current license, or you can admit or deny the allegations in the complaint. If you admit, the committee will talk probably in closed session and talk about what to do. If you deny, we can set it for a hearing, and you have the right to, you can hire an attorney to bring in, or you can represent yourself. It's totally your call, whatever you wanna do.
Well, I mean, I might have 2 more months to go, so I'll just admit to whatever. But I want it on the record that I'm not gonna renew. That was my,
You're surrendering the license.
No,
not surrendering
no,
it for the bar.
Right.
Somebody else can apply for it.
Right.
I'm not staying.
After July 1, you'll be.
Correct, that's correct.
Well, but it would, we only got a couple of months here. I don't know, do we go through with the hearing, or what he's saying,
Well,
he's
that's
not
it.
continuing it?
Clarify.
So then we just
so
make-
You've been served with a copy of the complaint and summons, correct?
Yes.
And you're here today, you got the summons, so you had a chance to review that information?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any additions or additional statements you wanna give regarding I know you had made statements in the last date. Anything else you wanna tell the
No, I
community
mean,
about the complaint?
everything's fairly accurate in there, and I'm done with it. I don't wanna stay there anymore, and the bar's not doing well as it is, so I'm just gonna move on.
So-
It's just 2 more months to go.
Based on those statements, the findings, or at least the complaint as alleged here, you're admitting to, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
But I'd like it on the record that I'm not renewing,
And not-
I voluntarily not renewing.
Understood.
Okay.
so at this point, the committee
But-
eventually can go into closed session and discuss what you wanna do, and then reconvene afterwards and explain that, or, I guess, what's your question to me at this?
So he's surrendering the license for the bar,
He's not
No, he's
surrendering
not
the license,
renewing.
he's not
So
renewing.
it's not renewing
Not
my,
renewing.
me,
Yeah.
yeah, me, staying.
but he still can be there for the next
2 months.
two months.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so
Unless
but
we do
because
something.
of
Unless-
his someone's complaint, though, we could say right now, if we wanted to.
You could make a decision right now, you could have a conversation, between everybody in regards to what to do right now, we can go into closed session later and have that conversation. We can decide to do nothing, it's completely up to the committee.
Well, we have a closed session scheduled anyways.
Right.
Yeah,
So, okay,
and we'll have a solution probably within an hour anyways, I expect, right?
yeah. I suppose you can stay if you wanted to, or, while we go through the rest of it, we'll do a closed session at the end, or,
Well, I'd rather not stay, but,
yeah, you can just call and check and see what everybody said.
It's only 2 months, so.
What the decision was, you can call clerk's office tomorrow morning. Okay, whichever you wanna do, so we're gonna hold this one, and we'll hold number 12 also. Okay,
That's my paperwork, so. That's my renewal paperwork.
right,
I didn't fill it out, of course.
yeah, so, okay, you can leave if you want.
Okay.
We get somebody else coming up here now.
outside, Daniel.
Yeah, well, we're not going to closed session yet.
Whatever you wanna do.
Tanya
Tanja.
Bassett. Should know that by good now. She was notified to be here?
Yes.
She didn't call or anything, or?
She contacted Monica with a question about surrendering the license, but I don't know that she talked to her personally. There was an email that was exchanged.
Everything we have left here is all for that. So, her not appearing, is that like an admission of guilt, or
Yep,
we can do
take
what we
the
want on?
complaint as true, she was served with it, we have the affidavit of service, and, I believe the law says we can take the allegations as true at this point, if she fails to appear.
Okay, so then we should go into closed session.
Is there anything else you wanna call, and, I don't know,
I believe I see
There's a couple people.
Ms. Jesson's here, the landlord, I don't know, do we wanna hear anything from her about?
there is I know that's on the agenda as well.
Yeah, well, there's a communication.
Yeah.
You know, that came from her, so. Does anybody wanna hear, any questions for her that, change your mind or anything? The committee?
I don't think so. I think we have our letter from you, ma'am.
She
So.
did move all her stuff out of the bar yesterday.
Right,
Oh,
you told me.
Okay.
So, okay. And we're gonna go, okay, I gotta read stuff. Please take notice, the License Health Committee, City of West Allis will meet in open session Tuesday, April 25th, 2017, at approximately 6 o'clock, or there soon after, if time permits, in room 128, West Allis City Hall, 7525 West Greenfield Avenue, West Allis, Wisconsin, to vote on a motion to go into closed session at set time in room 113.
Because of the cameras.
Oh, okay. And confer with the city attorney and summons complaint regarding the following matters: Hideout, Dennis Beebe, for premises located at 6201 West Mitchell, the Hideout, and JM 6500 Bar Investments, Tanya Bassett, agent, 6500 Greenfield Avenue. Closed session is set for above purpose of authorizing pursuit and provisions of Wisconsin State Statutes 19.85, I, A, and G, which authorize government body.
Mr.
upon
Chair, I
motion
move we
to
go into
eliminate-
closed session.
Second.
Forgot to cut off, haven't done that for a
Alderman Rote?
Aye or here?
No, aye.
Aye.
Yeah, Alderman May?
Aye.
Alderman Weigel?
Aye.
And Alderman Haas?
Aye.
And Chair votes Haas. We're going into closed session.